We're going to look at getting 2/3 of 8 in two different ways. Here's way number one. Well, hopefully you've seen the other videos and you realize that 2/3 of something means, hey, if I can break this pile of 8 into 3 equal groups, I should get 2 of them. So let's do that first. You have 3 friends, 8 pieces of candy, let's say. So we have 8 pieces of candy over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's first give every friend maybe 2 pieces, right? So those are gone, and these 2 are gone. That leaves 2 left. So let's just focus on one of them, and we're going to give each friend a third. We're going to cut this, say, Tootsie Roll into 3 equal parts. So you get a third, you get a third, you get a third. That eats up all that. So we're distributing the candy evenly, which is the same as division. Let's do the same thing with this one. You get a third, you get a third. So now we're going to give everyone another third. They each have 2 pieces of candy and 2/3 of a piece of candy. That would be the even distribution, but you deserve 2/3, right? So this is 1/3. You get 2 of those. So you'd have 2 piles, as in you'd have 4 whole pieces of candy and 2/3 and 2/3. Hopefully you know that that is 4/3. But if you don't, we'll cover that in a later video. But that's how much candy you'd get. All right, let's do this a different way. We're going to take 2/3 of 8 again, but instead of dividing it into 3 equal parts first, we're actually first going to do the top part, which is going to be a little weird, but let's think about that. So here's what we're going to do. We're first going to double the amount of candy. So instead of 8, we're going to think of it as 16. We're going to do 2 times 8 is 16. So we're going to multiply by the top number first and say, oh, let's just pretend for random reasons that there's twice as much candy. And now we're still going to put them into 3 equal piles. Well, if you have twice as much candy and you're going to put them into 3 equal piles, then you should be able to do exactly what you did the first time, but do it twice. And that would still get rid of all 16 pieces of candy. So if you had 16 pieces of candy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's 16 pieces of candy. You would distribute the first pile evenly, just like you did before, which we already know is 2 and a third and a third, a 2, a third and a third, 2, a third and a third. That would distribute all of that as we saw over here. Now we're going to do the same thing on this one. So we're going to do a 2, a third and a third, 2, a third and a third, 2, a third and a third. Okay, and that would distribute all of that. So we doubled the amount of candy first, and we printed. Then we distributed 16 evenly amongst the 3 people. Now instead of getting 2 of them, you're actually just going to get 1. So you're going to double it first, and then you're going to divide it by 3, and you're going to get 1 of the piles. And it turns out this is also going to get you the same answer. And let's count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 whole pieces of candy. Let's count our thirds. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, 4/3. So 4 and 4/3. Both ways work. So you can first divide by 3 equal groups, and then say, hey, I'm going to get 2 of those groups, so I get 2/3. That will get the correct answer. That is also 2/3. You could also double the amount of candy first, and then that you just get 1 of the groups. That would also get you the correct answer. And hopefully that kind of makes sense. If you double the amount of candy, then everyone's going to get twice as much. So the 1 you got would be worth the 2 of this one. And that's always going to work. You could always divide by 3 and then multiply by the top, or you can multiply by the top and then divide by the bottom. So anyway, hopefully that kind of helped you out that those 2 procedures are equivalent. You can do them in either order. And good luck on multiplying whole numbers by fractions.